All righty, we're live up here, Boston, Massachusetts. We're live up here, Boston, Massachusetts. PHC taking on the Boston Jr Terriers, 8 a.m. Friday morning here. Eastern Exposure Cup. We give a shout out nice and early to Coach Witten, who's up and he crossed the border up with our 2016s in Canada. So we got Coach Roach helping us out this weekend on the bench. Big shout out to Coach Roach. They break from the bench. We're ready to go. Coaches send out Max Nasty. That's Max Roach, the center. Dylan, the money man, Pacelli, and Logan Pucciarero. With Bubba, Brady Carr on the back end. We're waiting for his defensive pair. Coach Roach sends out Billy Maurer on his left flank. Ellie Shaw in net. PHC in their home whites coming screen right to left. So we're on the way. Puck is dropped. Terriers will collect. We'll throw it in. Carr's going to get back after. Takes a shoulder check. We'll go D to D to Maurer in the corner. Maurer will go back to Carr. Carr will let it go around the wall to Pacelli. Pacelli gets his eyes up. Loses in the feet. Carr will lift the stick, hit and pin. Looking for Roach to help support that. Roach comes in. He's outnumbered by red jerseys. We'll try to play it back out in front. Carr sticks to the side. Getting pucks out to the boards. Early one, trying to go across the goal mouth. He's trying to get it to Pacelli. There must be some puddle ponding going on because the puck seems to be sticking there on that right wing by the hash marks. But Roach collects this one. He gets it on the stick. He's getting a burst of speed. He's across the red. He's across the blue. Across the red. Across the blue. Turns, fires. Ooh. Bounces in. Knuckles gets blocker to side. PHC will try to put the forecheck on. We got a defensive change. We got Mike Winton and Sheener back there. Boston will get in the red line. They'll dump it in. They'll turn up for the line change themselves. Shane will come around the wall looking for Pucciarero. We're cheating the zone a little bit there. Puck bouncing around. It's played back into the center. Z-Man will stick it away. We're good by the Terriers. They fire. Then he gets off the end wall, and then we got bodies. Let the bodies hit the floor like drowning pool. Gerberbeck collects in the far corner. He's trying to flip it back across the center. It's red by the Terriers. It's sticked away by Shane. Now he's going to join the ruck. He had man to the Pucciarero. Pucciarero at the end of the shift trying to get off. We'll turn it over. It gets turned back in. Spittle will collect this one. He's going to ring it around the wall. That'll be kept by the Terriers. They'll fire it back in. Kicked aside by Declan Spittle. Played back forward. Shaner will now go off the glass. Tempted to be high stick down, but that gets past and no die. And there's some puddling down that end as well. Nice and cold up here. So the puck is sticking a little bit. No icing. Turned over in the neutral zone. Spittle lets Gerberbeck get back on sides. He plays it in to Gerberbeck, but that lane is jumped by the Terriers, and they turn it back out into the neutral zone. The Terriers will gain the line. Puck on the line. Hit the line with numbers of PHC. We try to stick through with Maurer, who steps and challenges there. Nunez steps to the puck. Maurer will collect. The puck is sticking in that corner. Nuno will collect this on the far side. He's going to come around the wall looking for Fazio. Terrier defenseman jumps that lane, keeps it in. Spittle will collect behind his own net. And it's just dying. The surface is so cold. This puck is sticking. So we're going to have to fight through that one. It's frozen. We'll have to try to match temperature. Go back to the old science days. Oh, fired in by Spittle. Hits iron. Waiting will hold that line. Throws it back across and stick the side by the Terriers. The PHC was in a line change, so they're trying to take advantage. You got help. Roach gets 85 feet, causes them to jump off sides. This car was back as the last line of defense as they were moving forward, trying to catch us in a line change. Roachy, relentless, coming off that bench, gets across, surfs it, stops the progress of the blue line. Roach between the Nutsiuk and Sauer. Terriers will win this one back, but they'll split their own D, and Nutsiuk will put the forecheck on. They turn, oh, it's thrown to Sauer. Gets just past him. Now we're coming the other way. Roach will cut it off. Fumbled at the blue line. It's played back out in the neutral zone. Sauer will get on the forecheck as he was reading that one, forcing him to go back to their own D. And Nutsiuk will cut that lane off, trying to get back above it. He'll draw it, he'll gain it. He plays it back out into the middle. Terriers jump the lane they collect. They're going to push it up. Carr will stop this one. Go off the wall, get it back out in the neutral zone. Looking for Sauer. Sauer putting the forecheck on. They turn up, they escape out. They cut through the middle, they gain the line. They step in, they fire. It's blocked off by Ellie Shaw. Witten will get out there on the wall. Roach in support. Collects in the corner, will put it back up the wall. Push back down. Carr will collect this behind his own net. He's in a ringing around. Gets on edge. It gets out there, but it's kept in. Second effort by Sauer, kept in. Push back down. Carr following up, gets it back out, but that's going to go too deep for the icing. Will hit reset. So he's seeing it stick. He muscled up, and he fired it down there. But we'll take the reset, change the lines. Defensive zone draw to the right of Ellie Shaw. Val. So we got Spittle between Pacelli and Couturier. That puck is dropped. One back to the point. Pressure put on by Pacelli. Chip back forward. Spittle picks it off. Trying to get it forward, but the puck is sticking. We might need to get another puck. Is there some snow on the bottom of it? There appears to be snow on the bottom of it, so the referee will swap out that puck. It's not his first rodeo. Yeah, that snow is sticking to it, so now hopefully we'll get better sliding along the ice surface. Terriers will win this one. They'll chip it forward. They'll hit the line. And they're offsides. So we'll stop again. Neutral zone face off just outside the PHC line. Terriers gain control. They gain the line. They're ridden off by Spittle. But Spittle will collect. They'll push it back up the wall. We're ping-ponging it right back in the traffic. The Terriers come off the wall with it. They play it to Nina. Nina pushes it at the Couturier. Couturier gets his pocket picked, and now the Terriers are coming the other way with numbers and speed. They gain the line. Nina teams outside that dot line. We get back. We structure up. Z-Man chips it forward. Pacelli collects. Pacelli's out in the neutral zone. He's trying to play it across and stick the side. Pops up into the air. Terriers collect, and now they're coming back the other way. They're going to get across the red. They step into the line. They're met by Pacelli and Spittle. Pacelli pushes it back out. And down the ice, where the Terriers will collect inside their own zone, they get their toes up quickly, trying to catch us in the line change. They're going to hit the line with speed. They wind up, they drag past, get across the top of the house. They fired in. Toe save made by Ellie Shaw as she was moving left to right. They fired it back to the left, but she got the left toe on it. Gets out in the neutral zone. Terriers will gain control. They'll gain the line. Gazio will get a stick on it. Bar's there in support. He'll collect. Chip it back off the wall. Looking for Gerberbeck, but the Terriers collect. They play it out in front. Fazio standing there. He's going to chip it ahead. Kept in by the Terriers. Maurer will collect in the far corner. He's going to come back up the near wall to Fazio. Fazio's going to come off the wall, trying to play control. Throws it at the Gerberbeck, but that lane is jumped by the Terriers. They turn, they fire. In on Ellie. She gloves it and holds on to it. So we have defensive zone draw to the right of Miss Shaw. Max Roach out between Sauer and Anunciuk with Winton and Shaner on the back end. Shane goes off the glass. It's read by the Terriers, and they keep it in. Sauer's engaged in the puck battle on that half wall. Terriers come off the wall with it. They step to the dots. They go. They fire. Fought off by Ellie. Rebound opportunity put back in the back of the net. So the puck doesn't get out. It's kept in. They step into that PSA. Ellie makes the first save. Rebound opportunity as the red jerseys were swarming the net. They put the first strike on the board. So center ice. Face off and Sue. Same line. Roachy between the Anunciuk, Sauer. Winton and Shaner on the back end. Roachy will tip this one forward to try to gain it himself. met by a red stick. But he'll regain control. He'll regroup with the Shane. Shane will come over to Winton. The one's off the stick. Winton collects it. He gets across the red. He's going to get into the blue. Fires it towards the net. Terriers goal center. We'll stop it with the paddle. Cover it up with the cat's glove. Hit the reset. So we'll get an offensive zone draw to his right. Spittle out between Pacelli, Pucciarero. Winton and Shane are left on the points. Let's see if we can set up, get some structure in the offensive zone. You're just joining us, 8:14 left in the first period. Junior Terriers just took the 1-0 lead moments ago. Spittle ties up. Puck is sitting there. Pucciarero will gain control. It's played back to the point. Winton fires in the shin pads, and now it's a 3-on-1 from the other way. They hit the line. There's a Fazio on the red team. Any relation, we'll have to check out intermission, but they fire it. They fire it in, fought off, and now Dylan Pacelli collects it. He's going to head man looking for Spittle. Spittle trying to leave it for Pucciarero. But we regain control. Here we go. Played into the corner. Pucciarero will gain control on his forehand. Looking to play it out in front. Almost bounces in off a defender's stick. Played out. Winton will hold. Or Nunez, sorry. Nunez will hold. They play it back across. That's going to get past Nunez. He'll get back in the foot race to collect this one at the top of our circles. Before the breaks on, he'll play it back ahead for Pucciarero. Bounces off the stick, and then it's pushed down into the corner. Shane will collect, and he'll put it back up the wall. Read by the Terriers. They're trying to get off the wall, but Pucciarero picks the pocket. He's trying to flip the ice. That lane is jumped. It's turned. It's fired. Gets up over Ellie's net. Shane will collect it. He can go back behind Ellie's cage. Put it around the far wall looking for Pacelli. The Terriers are beating us to open pucks here. Played back across. Pucciarero has some time and space. He's going to gain the puck on his forehand. He gains the line. He cuts across the top of the house. He's inside the dots. He turns. He fires. Fought off by the Terriers. Spittle tries to put it back, but that gets wide. Pucciarero picks it off. Turns and fires. Hits the side of the net. He's on it in the corner. He's got Pacelli with him. Terriers fight it off. Pacelli, second effort, trying to keep it deep. Fighting through on that back check. It's chipped out of the neutral zone. Mauer's in a foot race. Trying to contain out front of the dots. Karst containing in front of the net. Spittle's there in back support. He plays it ahead. Fazio blows an edge. But able to get it out into the neutral zone where Pacelli's putting the pressure back into Fazio's lane. Fazio ties up on the wall, looking for support. Chipped off the wall out into the center seam. PHC changes most of the line up front. Now we got Carr behind the net with it. He's going to collect. He's going to go first tape to Gerberbeck. Gerberbeck hits Max Roach in the center seam. Roach hit by a poke check, but he's fighting through it. Regains control. He gains the line and tips it back across. Looking for a streaking Gerberbeck. Gerberbeck unable to collect. Good work. Good option. PHC changing their defense, so they got to get across there. Fazio, good back support. Good pressure in the neutral zone. Keeps it south of the red line for us. Roach is trying to keep it back in, but it gets back out. Gerberbeck had skate offside, so whistle dead. Neutral zone face-off just outside the Terriers' blue line. Roach between Fazio, Gerberbeck, Winton, and Shaner on the back end. Chipped across, played back in. Fought off by the Terriers, but Roach comes out of the pile with it. He loads, he fires. That gets up over the net. Rebound opportunity, put back. Fought off as that puck was bouncing. If we get pucks and bodies to nets, we should start having some success. So we just need to get some sustained pressure, hit the net with the shot. Winton will keep this one. Will turn on fire. Bounce around in their house, but collect it and cleanly played out into the neutral zone. Now they'll hit the line with speed. They come in, they poke past, or they miss the poke. They drive in. They go top bunk with the backhand.
Wake up.
Turnovers in the neutral zone, leading to another strike by the Junior Terriers. We'll change it up. We're going to go Declan Spittle between Anutsiuk and Sauer. Nooner and Mauer on the back end. Full line change. Spittle will fight through. Sauer puts it deep. Anutsiuk will get in on the initial forecheck. It's pushed back behind the cage. Sauer now engages. Spittle reads it, steps to it, walks down front, tries to play it through Anutsiuk. It's sticked aside by the Terriers' defense. And we'll try to clear this one out. Played ahead, right by Spittle. He's going to gain the line. He's going to drive past one. Poked away. Will pull up, trying to chip it in, but he hits the shin pads. Second effort, recollects, puts it forward. Sauer gets through someone and puts it into the corner. He'll fight it off, pushes it deep into the corner, and Nuciuk will collect behind the net, trying to play it right back out in front for Spittle. It's paddle aside. Sauer collects, fires it in. Save made by the Terrier goalkeeper. We'll have an offensive zone draw to the left of the Terriers goalkeeper. Again, we need to start testing them with shots. Hard and low. Start getting some bodies to the net. Spittle puts his personnel already once it wins it back to Maurer. Maurer loads, fires, gets through, it's deflected. Blow off, loose, it's still loose. And now it's covered up. So we get pucks to the net, we get bodies to the net. Goaltender stays strong in his core muscles. Fights off any put-back opportunity. So we'll flip dots. We'll do it from his right. Spittle puts his personnel where he wants it. Now I'll back out. Spittle tells him what he wants. He's playing it forward. Maurer will step to it. Fires, but it hits a Terrier stick and gets into the corner. Spittle will put the pressure. Sauer's above it. Plays it back down into the corner. Bounces off the end boards. Plays back out in front. Played aside by the Terriers' defense. They'll collect. We'll make the first pass, and now they're going to try. Good pressure. Back check by Nuciuk. He fights off one. Unable to fight up the second one. It's kept in. Played in. Maurer will chip it in the corner, and Spittle collects. He tries to play it ahead for Sauer. Now we're engaged in a puck battle on that half wall. Outnumbered, but Spittle's there to help. Now the Terriers join, but Spittle comes out of power, plays it across, trying to flip it to Nuciuk. It gets into the Terrier zone. Nuciuk putting the forecheck on one. Played back across. Spittle's above it. Played back ahead. Chipped in momentarily by Pucciarello, but now we have 2-on-2 development. Rolling in Carr. Carr steps to it, takes a stick away. Now it's in the feet. He's engaged, outnumbered, but Spittle's there to help. Carr takes the body. Spittle gets the puck. Spittle's trying to chip pass forward. Pacelli now in on the scene. He gains the puck. He headmans it to Pucciarello. Pucciarello's going to get onto his forehand and drive back. He's going to drive wide. Met by the defenseman, but he gains the puck. He plays it back out in front for Pacelli. Carr collects at the point. He turns. He fires. Gets through off the end boards. Pucciarello collects. He's going to put it up. He puts it to the point for Winton. Winton will load. He'll fire. That gets through. Blockered off at the end and almost bounces in the net. It gets up and over. So hold that line. They flip it back across. Witten's there. He's going to collect it. He's got the support of Pucciarello and Carr behind him, so he'll step to this one. Collect it in the corner. Fire it back up. It's kept in by the Terrier. Sorry, I'm in your shot probably here. Played back across. Ellie stays big. Puck's cleared out. Pucciarello chips it across to Pacelli. Pacelli's got a white lane. He's on the neutral zone. He's past one. He's got one to beat. He drives past. He's in all alone. Stick to side. He plays it in. Oh, fires it in. Carr's going to collect to the point. He's going to load. He's going to fire. Oh, it gets wide. Gets off to the sideboard. Shaner's going to keep it the far point. He'll play it down the wall to Pacelli. Pacelli will collect in the corner. Played out in front by Pucciarello, or to Pucciarello. Then he's red and jumped by a red sweater and trying to close it. Turned over in front. Pacelli has it. He turns. He fires. Save made. Rebound opportunity. Put back by Roach. And that's in the net. So pucks and bodies in the net. Gets a state pressure. We're going to get the money man that one as he had a great shift there. So hopefully that ignites us. And that's the spark we needed. So Gabe, I know you're out there working today. Hey, hopefully you're listening to us. Throw the money man Pacelli. All over the puck. All over the pressure. Good keeps at the blue line by Carr and Zarbisky. And then Max Nasty arrives on the scene, puts it back. Terriers will gain control off the ensuing face-off. We got Spittle, Fazio, and Gerberbeck out there with Shaner and Nunez. Shaner will collect. He'll ring it around the wall looking for Gerberbeck. The Terriers' defense are beating us to those half-wall 50-50 pucks right now, so we'll have to make that adjustment. But chipped out. It's going to die. There's not enough legs for icing, so Fazio on his horse to try to beat him in town. It's kept in that Shane. He'll fire it to the net. It's gloved aside by the defender, but Spittle will collect. He's got some time and space. He'll turn. He'll play it back across, looking for Gerberbeck. It's kicked aside by the Terriers. They play forward. Maurer's going to read. He's going to keep it. He turns. He fires. That's going to get in. Paddle stop. Covered up by the Terrier. Goal keep. So it looks like we're starting to get some pucks to the net. Trying to get some pressure. Now we got Spittle between Gerberbeck, Fazio. We got Maurer and Carr. at the point. Spittle tells Maurer what he wants. Bar's out in that shooting lane. Spittle will tie up and push forward. Fazio will collect towards the net. Gets wide. The Terriers will collect. They're going to fire it up. They're going to play it back out in the middle. And now Carr's going to try to contain outside those dot lines. We'll take him, force him to turn up on the half wall. Back into Gerberbeck, but they'll come back down in the corner. Carr sticks to the side. He's got the support of Spittle. He's tied up behind the net. Maurer will step in now. Play it around. Fazio collects. Chips it up the board. It's kept in at the far point. Play back across, stick to side by Carr. Carr's going to headman it to Gerberbeck. Gets on edge and rolls down. No icing as it was tipped. As Carr was playing it forward. Carr will read this one. He'll keep it. Turns and fires it back towards the net. Gerberbeck will collect. Trying to play off the end wall. Plays it back out front for Spittle. He puts it on net. Save made. Now the Terriers will collect and they're going to come the other way. It's interference and a tripping, whatever we want. But we don't get called. They're letting them play. It's early. So we enter the first frame, or after the first frame, 2-1. PHC trailing. There's a Fazio on the Junior Terriers. Any relation? No relation. I thought I might have saw a family member down in the lobby, but no relation. But that Fazio wears 6. Our Fazio wears 7. 6, 7. I'm looking at a nice advertisement for our nights out and special parties. Me and my partner in crime, Eddie, we might be trying to crash a wedding or two. Might need that Aces shuttle service later tonight, as I'll take a picture for that number. But we're back for the second period. We'll flip side. Ellie will take the crease 200 feet to my left. Actually, I guess I'm at the red line. 100 feet to my left. 200 feet from the crease that she was tending last period. Start the second period. We got Mac Roach between Sauer and Utsiuk. Winton and Shaner. Roach will win this one back to Winton. Winton's going to get his head up. Play it up to Utsiuk. Utsiuk collects. He's going to get it in. He's going to dump it. Sauer's going to get in after it, trying to get there first. Rides the body off, but the Terriers able to collect and push it up the wall. Roach is above it. Sauer's fighting relentlessly. Gets out to the point. Shane will collect. He'll turn. He'll fire it. Stick to side and then bounces in on the Terriers' goal creep. Goal keep. He'll glove it. Hang on to it. So we'll have a line change up front. Spittle out between Pucciarero and Pacelli. Z-Man and Winton. Still on offense. This one's going to be pushed behind the net by Pacelli, but the Terriers push it back up the wall. Chip down in the neutral zone. Picked off by Winton. Winton will try to flip it back. Doesn't get through. He's looking for Pucciarero hanging out that far blue line, but Terriers collect. They're going to gain in. They turn, they fire. Elliott stays with it. Hangs on to it. No rebound. So we'll have a defensive zone draw. To the left of Miss Shaw. Change the back end. So Pacelli, Pucciarero, Spittle up front. Nooner and Maurer on the back end. Terrier center telling his winger what to do. Tied up by Spittle. Any play is negated. Spittle will collect this one. He puts it off the ref shin pads. Pucciarero drag pass one. Gets out of the net neutral zone. Net by a Terrier, and they play it back forward. Nunez surfs it. Keeps it out. Pucciarero collects. He drags past one. He gains the line. He drags past two. He's in. Turns. Fires. Off a stick. Gets up and over. Rebound opportunity off the end boards. Put back in. But squeezed and held on to by the Terriers goalkeep. Starting to get some primary chances inside the PSA. Now we just got to work the net, hit the net, get bodies to that blue crease. It's that easy, Gabe. If you're listening, pucks to the net, followed by bodies to the net, stick down on the ice, crashing hard. No flybys. It's not what we're looking for. So PHC wins this one back behind the net. Puchero collects. He's trying to play it out in front. Picked off by the Terriers, and they'll try to clear it, but held in by Nunez. Second attempt, poked out into the neutral zone by the Terriers, but Pacelli chips it forward, hits a couple bodies. We're on sides. Spittle will gain control. We'll throw the brakes on, gets back to the forehand, he plays it across to Pacelli. 10-2, loads it up, fires, hits the iron up top as that beat him. Spittle will collect, trying to play it back across to Pacelli, but too many red jerseys there. They'll pick this one off, and now they're going to collect it and try to chip it forward. Kept in at the point by Maurer. Leaks out into the neutral zone. Chipped ahead by Spittle. Maurer will tie up. Maintain. But the Terriers will chip it forward. Nunez is going to get back to this. He's going to collect this below his dot, so he's going to turn his toes up. We'll get behind his net. We'll leave it for Maurer. Maurer will try to flip it back out into the center. Gets through. Spittle gets out into the neutral zone. Pacelli's on the forecheck. Rides it. Terrier into the boards. Allows Nunez to collect. It goes D to D. Maurer throws it up to Puchero. Puchero chips it off the boards. Pacelli streaking towards it. We'll put the forecheck on. He's going to force them back behind their own net in the Spittle's path. They play it back up the center. That's going to die as we were in a defensive change. It's not going to have enough legs. So someone's got to play it. Winton will collect it at the last second. They'll chip it forward. Gets out into the neutral zone as we have white jerseys all over it. Roach picks the pocket. And now it's a 3-on-1. He chips it across. Oh, it's kicked aside, but the second effort played back across. Winton will step, collect at the hash marks. He throws it across, kicked aside by the Terriers, and now they're trying to come up the ice with it. It'll be sticked aside by Roach after he collects on the half wall on the far side. Terriers trying to chip it forward by Fazio. Fazio chips it, gets out the car at the point. Car's going to load, he's going to fire, and then he throws it across to Winton. Winton will go down to Gerberbeck in the corner. Gerberbeck looking for Roach at the top. Will play it back to the point for Winton. Winton has a lot of space and time. He'll turn and fire. He had his defensive partner calling for it on that far side. See if we could stretch that box out, but he plays it into the corner. And now a puck battle ensues. So the puck battle ensues. Roach and Fazio in on it. They chip it up the boards. Play it back out into that center seam. Fazio chips it forward. Gerberbeck collects. He plays it across for Roachy. Roachy will collect in the corner. He turns up. He's met by some red jerseys. Get to it! Gerberbeck will cut it off. Gets out in the neutral zone. Carr will play it back to Winton. Winton will collect this, get to the forehand, play it ahead, looking for Fazio. We're drifting in the Rangers. The Terriers jump the lane, but Winton fights it off. Referee gets in the way of that forwarding pass. So Winton will collect it. He'll play it back forward. Gets into the Terrier zone where they'll collect it. 10-2. Trying to buy some option. Carr challenges, lays someone out blue line, causes them to go off sides. That's how you take the body, knowing you got support there. So that offsides, stoppage will allow PHC to change their full line. We'll go Spittle between Doritos, Max Anuccia, and the Sour Patch Kid, Lucas Sour. Shaner and Nunez on the back end. Nunez will step to this one at the far boards. We'll play it forward. That's going to be an icing. So we'll come back 200 feet down to the far end. Defensive zone draw to the left of Miss Shaw. Just joining us, 10:33 left in the second period. Junior Terriers hanging on to a 2-1 lead. Spittle letting his D know where he's planning on going with the puck. Puck is dropped, put it to the sideboards. Reachuk plays it ahead. It's collected. The points turned and fired in. That hits a body, gets wide of Ellie. Noonan will put it back to Anuccio in the corner. Anuccio's getting his toes up. He's going to try to flip that ice to Sauer. He finds Sauer. He's going to collect it off the wall. He's going to gain the line. He'll dump it in. Ringing around the wall. Get in after it himself. Now Spittle will collect in the far corner. He's going to turn. He was looking to the point. Finds Nunez sitting at that point. Nunez is going to go D to D. Shaner collects. He's going to turn. He's going to fire. Wide. Anuccio will collect. He's going to ring it off the wall. Nunez will stick to it. Tries to play it back forward. But the Terriers collect and they skate this one out of the zone. They're going to enter the PHC line and chip it back across. Good stick by Shaner. Spittle collects and plays it ahead for Sauer. Sauer chips it forward into the Terrier zone. We'll get in and put the forecheck in. Forces him to Spittle's side. Sauer will collect. He's going to turn. He's going to fire towards the net. Stick the side by the Terriers, and they'll lose their own cage to gain some time and space. Now they get their toes up. They try to drag past one. They try to drag past two. It gets out in the neutral zone. And Sauer will collect, and he'll fire it down into the zone. Terriers will get back behind their own net. There are breaks on it, picked by Screws, looking for Pucciarello out in front, but it's stick to side by the Terriers. Puck battle ensues. Pucciarello trying to win it, outnumbered along that wall. And the Terriers will gain control. They're going to throw this one. That's going to go 200 feet as it's skipping down the ice. That'll be blown dead from icing. So we'll come 200 feet back down to the Terrier zone. Offensive zone draw to the left. Junior Terrier goal keep. Line change. So we got Rochi between L-Dog and Pacelli. Witten and Maurer on the back end. Chipped across. Pucciarello collects. He turns, he fires, hits the side of the net. Terriers collect. They look to play it ahead. Maurer keeps. Plays it to Rochi. Rochi chips it forward to Pacelli. Pacelli leaves it to Pucciarello. Pucciarello's on the back end. Fires it in. Glove save made. Nice stretch as he was moving left to right in his T-push. And he gets across. Dives forward and makes the glove save. Big stop by the Junior Terrier goalkeeper. So the offensive zone draw to his right. Rochi on the forehand. He's got Pucciarello coming off the sidewall on the forehand. One to the sidewall, but the Terriers will try to gain it. Rochi and Pucciarello trying to outnumber them, but the Terriers collect and they're coming the other way. They get in their neutral zone. They chip it past Maurer, but Witten there in support, steps to it. Gets fired back across and kicked aside by Ollie Shaw. Roach tries to clear that one. It's kept in. Witten will collect. Reverse check. Nice move there. And now plays it ahead. Pucciarello gets into the line. Leaves it for Rochi. Rochi plays it across for Pacelli. Pacelli has the time. Plays it back across. Gets through. Good move. Good thought. Maybe one too many. Maybe we'd like to have a shot there, but we have Pucciarello back. Pucciarello's going to collect this one. Leaves it out in the neutral zone. It's played back in. That's offsides. So good unselfish play. We might have, if we rewind that tape, wanted to just fire it back in with a quick release. But good thought, trying to play. Listen, it's hard to play goaltending and defense moving left to right or east to west. And that's what we tried to catch him doing, but it got through. Neutral zone face-off. Spittle wins this one back to Shaner. Shaner will gain the red line. He'll fire it in. Gerbervek's going to get on his horse and try to beat him to that far side. He does. He wins the puck. He's going to try to gain some time, play it back out in front as he got back to the forehand. Gerbervek will put it in the corner. It's going to get around the far wall. Spittle will collect. Pin along the wall. He's got Fazio. He tipped in the corner. Fazio rolls off. He chips it back out in front. It's going to get through. Shane will collect. Leaves it for Carr. Carr's going to turn. He's got some time. He loads up. He fires. It's gloved and hung on to. Good communication. We had two righties out there. He's calling for it as he was coming from the left side. Want to play on the forehand. Able to get a shot to the net. But it's gloved and held on to. We have an offensive zone draw. Spittle wins this one back to Shane. Shane's going to load up. He'll look. We'll play it across the Carr. Carr's going to load. We'll play it down to Gerbervek. Gerbervek in the corner. We'll collect. He's got Spittle with him. But the Terriers outnumber us. They pick the pocket and they're going to try to flip it back. They get it into the center seam. One-on-one. Carr's back there. He'll gap up. He'll poke. He'll challenge. Good stick. And then Shaner there clears it out. Kept in. Carr tries to step to it. They get back pass, but he gets stick on it. And Ellie jumps out on it. Staying aware. Staying active. As that almost had a primary scoring opportunity, but we're able to recover. Stop the threat. Defensive zone draw to the left of Miss Shaw. So the Terriers will win this one back. They'll play it down the boards. Carr will get into it after. Shane will step on the far side. He's going to collect. He's going to reverse up. He'll get back to his forehand. Use the wall for Gerbervek. Gerbervek trying to chip past. It's kept in by the Terriers. Trying to step back out in front. Met by Gerbervek coming out of that corner. They'll play it up to the point. It's kept in. Gerbervek challenges. Gets it out in the neutral zone. Causes them to try to fire up. Fazio trying to jump that lane. They flip it across. And they play it back ahead, and they're hitting the PHC line. Now they'll dump this one in. Shane will step to this one. They reverse. Played up the wall. Gerberbeck trying to collect it. Second effort does. He plays it ahead. That's going to get down. There's no icing as there was a play on it in the Terrier zone. Gerberbeck will try to keep this one active. Chip past him though. Kept in at the point by Shane. He'll load. He'll fire. Stick down. Rebound opportunity. Trying to put back. There's a delayed call as Fazio was trying to collect the rebound. But the Terriers get whistled for a interference call. Let's see what the call is. 56 red interference. So the Dogs will go man down. That puts us man up. So we're heading to the Dunlop's power play. Even though we're up in Boston, we shipped up to Boston this weekend. Dunlop's Bar and Grill is open this weekend. Sewell, New Jersey. Stop in. Tell them Chris Fazio sent you. I think Chris Fazio is the only one that everyone ever says, hey, Chris Fazio sent me. Spittle, Punchero, Rochi, Maurer, and Carr out for this power play opportunity. PHC needs to gain control of the puck. But the Terriers doing the Nick chip this forward. Billy Maurer in a foot race to the puck. It's played back ahead. Out of the center seam, Punchero will collect this one. Chip it forward for Rochi. It's stick down. Good stick by the Dogs. Trying to keep it in. Spittle will collect this. Maurer will then put it forward to Rochi. Rochi's going to flip it back to Punchero, but it's jumped by the Terriers and kept in the neutral zone. We need the puck. We need the puck. We need the puck. It's chipped back in. Terriers gaining control, possessing puck, taking seconds off this power play. So Carr will step to this. He's going to gain control. Gain the line. He plays it ahead to Roach. Roach is going to gain the line. It's left back for Carr. Carr will put it deep in the corner. We got to try to set up and have some structure. So he'll push down the wall. Ships back out. It's kept in at the point by Punchero. Return. Fire to the net. It's going to be pushed back up the wall. Punchero jumps to it. Roach gets back above it. We'll push it down the wall. Looking for Punchero. But the Terriers jump the lane. They're coming the other way. Maurer's back to contain. Good poke by Billy Maurer. He reads it. Spittle collects it. Far side, far side, far side. They find Punchero. Punchero collects it. He's in. He's on the forehand. He plays ahead to Roach. Roach tries to split him left of Spittle. Spittle fires in. Gloved and fought off by the Terriers, but a good scoring opportunity there at the very end of that power play. So we didn't get set up in our structure, but scoring opportunity came with 1 second. So we'll have a offensive zone draw in the zone. Got Roach between Sauer and Anutsiuk. Witten and Shane. Hey, be aware, we got one behind. One behind you coming out of the box. 1 second. The Terriers win that, but it's fought off by Anutsiuk. Roach collects. He's on the forehand. He turns. He fires. Kicked aside by the Terriers. Out to the point, kept in. Shane gets good wood on that one. Saved and fought off. Sauer collects the far corner and put it back on round, looking for Anutsiuk. Anutsiuk's going to get his eyes up and puts it to Shane at the point. Shane will walk, will turn, will fire. Fought off again by the Terriers goalkeeper. He's expecting the shot up high, so Witten will go D to D. Shoot low! But we keep going up. We got to hit the net as well. The goaltender is expecting it up high. And that's big Mike Witten, our Jersey barrier. Gets called for the body check as the hand goes to the shoulder. 77 white for the body check. So we will go man down. We'll come down to our defensive zone. But again, the Terriers goalkeeper expecting us to shoot high as that's where we've been giving him. I say we 8 to 11 inches off the ice is the primary scoring opportunity. It's the hardest area for the goaltender to make the save, right? Just above the pad, right below the hands. So hopefully the coaches are telling them, shoot low. Hit the net, but shoot low. That one's played in on Ellie Shaw. She fights off. And a rebound opportunity. So we'll reset. We're man down here. We got Spittle and Fazio up front. Neuner and Maurer on the back end. Terriers win this one back, but Spittle's going to jump the lane. He's going to try to chip it out in the neutral zone. It's kept in. Chip forward. They have numbers. They load. They fire. Gets in wide to Ellie. Try to play it back out in front, but Nunez sticks that aside. It does leak through. Ellie collects it, stops it with her paddle, and squeezes it with the catch glove. So we'll reset. We'll do it again. Played back ahead. It's kept in by the Terriers. They play it forward. Always trying to collect it and hold on to it. Puck was bouncing around. Whistle dead for another defensive zone stoppage. Let's kick to the half wall. Nuno will collect. He's going to throw this down. It's going to be nice. We'll come back 200 feet. Do it again. Win this one. Collected himself, go back behind the net, ring it around the wall. You see trying to collect and get it out, but it's kept in by the Terriers. Played back in. Maurer will collect. We'll go off the wall. Chips it forward. Good poke by Spittle. Now Spittle trying to drive it up. Fazio met by some back checking Terriers. Fazio surfs it. It's played ahead. Maurer will collect. He'll go deep into Nooner. Get off Nooner, stick into the corner, but we'll play it back up the wall where Spittle will collect. He's met by a red jersey. Nooner will throw this one out and it'll get in. There's no license, so Fazio will put the forecheck on. Reads it and forces him to escape back up, but they'll come back into Fazio's lane. They'll play it ahead. Maurer's there to contain, keep him outside dot line. Spittle's there in the back check to not let that guy leak down the center seam. It's kept in, it's fired in, and that penalty is killed in full. So we're back to even strength. Baselli steps to that one, tries to get a stick on it as he was cutting across the top of the zone. It's played back across. Terriers collecting there. Get onto the forehand, they fire through traffic. Finds the back of our net, so they take a 3-1 lead. A little bit of confusion. Little confusion. Hey, let's get the heads up, right? Can't have any head hanging. Let's go. We're trying to win this one to Pucciarero, but the Terriers jump the lane. Carr will push it back ahead for Pacelli. Pacelli gets off the wall with it. Leaks it out into that neutral zone. Roach and Pucciarero, a little miscommunication, but they spread back out. Pucciarero will collect it, walk back down. We'll put it into the corner. Pacelli will step to it, plays it back to Pucciarero on the sidewall. Terriers collect it. They'll chip it forward. Winton's going to keep. Put it back down the wall to Pucciarero. They'll come back off the sidewall. They'll try to flip that ice. Challenge! They'll play it back across. They'll turn. They'll fire that one. It's going to be stick to side. Carr will collect there. He'll take the body. Leaves the puck, but it's played back across off the post. Terriers are collecting. So it's shifted out. Pucciarero's going to get on his horse. He's going to try to get there. Terriers win that foot race. Now they're going to flip the ice back on us. They play it ahead. And load, they fire. Saved by Ellie. Rebound opportunity there. Stick to side by Max Roach. Played back out in front. That puck is bouncing around. Roach will collect it. He'll come out of the pile. Trying to chip it back across for Pacelli. Roach stays on it himself. He pushes it ahead. Pacelli gets the line. Pushes it in. Pucciarero's going to collect. He's going to get to the dots. He's going to load up. He fires it low. Kick to side. We're in a defensive change, so the Terriers trying to collect it and move forward with speed across the line. Good stick by Shane. But the Terriers gain collection. They walk back out into the line. They caulk in on Ellie, and they fire it in. She fights it off. 20.4 seconds left. We need to get fired up. Seem to be down in emotion. Let's go. Here we go. Good shot, Flochi. So now we have a line change. We got Spittle between Sauer and Anichuk. Shaner and Nooner on the back end. 20.4 seconds left in the second period. Spittle will collect this one. He's going to get back behind his own net. We'll play it ahead looking for Sauer. Sauer will collect it, chip it off the boards. leaves it out in the center for Spittle, who get it out into the neutral zone, collect it at the Terriers blue line and throw him back forward. Spittle will take a look at the clock. He's going to collect this one. He's going to try to skate it out. And now the horn will sound. We go in 10 to the second, trailing 3-1. Stay with us. We'll be back for the third and final frame at 120 seconds. All right, we're back. Chris Fazio on the camera for me today. The back third period action puck is dropped. The new choke pushes it to Sauer. Sauer will gain the line. Return will fire it in and stick the side by the Terriers. Sauer fighting it off in the corner. Fires it back across. It'll get to the side ball. New choke trying to get back the puck. In the line. Good stick by Shaner. To that neutral zone quickly. Good press by Nuchuk, but the Terriers are going to collect. Pushed ahead. And then played forward. Down the wall. Nuchuk trying to push it out in the front. Spittle will get this in the corner. Sauer will put it to the point. Shane will walk with a load. Will fire. Bounces through. Spittle plays it back out for the Sauer. Sauer loads and fires. Hits a stick and gets up over the net. That's a good opportunity. Played back out in front, and now the Terriers are going to collect. They're going to skate through the neutral zone. They gain the line. Good challenge by Shane. Return and collect. We got to move that out into the center here because we want to chip up into their shin pads, and we're just letting them keep pucks. Spittle will collect. Slowing on edge. He's trying to settle it. We'll chip it out in the neutral zone and pull up for a change. Good shift to start the period. And Rochi, Gerberbeck, and Fazio coming off that bench. They're trying to get across. It's played ahead. It's going to be played in. Whistle dead for the icing. His car collects. Play it back to the referee. We'll come 200 feet. Hey, we need that puck. Let's challenge, boys. Possess it. We're up top. There's no quote-unquote stands or seats in this arena. We're on a balcony rooting these boys on, trying to get their spirits back up. Gerberbeck will leave it for Carr, but it was too close. Chip pass. Witten's back to contain. Ellie will try to fight that one off. It gets wide, so Fazio will collect. We'll push it back down. It's going to get back around, come out the other side. Gerberbeck's going to try to chip past. We got to get the pucks and be heavier on the first touch. So it's played back across. Witten will get there, push it up the wall. Gets to Fazio. Fazio steps off that wall. He plays it ahead for Gerberbeck. Gerberbeck has a look. He's across the red, across the blue. Drags past one, drags past two. He turns, he fires. It's gloved and hung on to by the Terriers goalkeeper.
Okay.
Spittle trying to win this one back to Maurer. Terriers collect, they fire. It's going to be held in by Maurer. Maurer will fire towards the net. It's tipped. Rebound opportunity put back by Futrero, but it's kicked aside. He'll collect. He'll bring it up the wall to the Nunez. Nunez plays it back out to Maurer. Maurer will turn, looking to put it down in the corner of Futrero, but it's sticked aside and collected by the Terriers. But pocket picked by Pacelli. Pacelli's going to drive in, gets through one, trying to chip it back out in front, bounces out. Nooner will keep it at the far point. He'll turn and fire it down the wall, looking for Pacelli to collect on that end wall. Pacelli trying to play it back out in front. Sticked aside by the Terriers, and now they're going to come. They got their toes up. They got three up, and now they're moving through the neutral zone. They skate this one in. Mara will challenge and keep them outside the dots. They turn, they fire. Ellie fights it off at the weird angle. So we'll have a defensive zone draw to the right of Miss Shaw. Luciuk, Sauer coming off the bench. We got Shaner and Witten on the back end. Gets played back to the point. Worn by Anunciuk. Collected by the Terriers team they play for, but it's collected by Shane. He tries to chip it out in front. Played ahead. It's bouncing around, seeing some feet. Sauer trying to put the pressure on. They'll collect. They'll try to flip that ice. They get it back across. Good stick by Michael Witten. Now we're collecting. Now we're coming the other way. It's flipped across by Roche to Sauer. Sauer will gain control. He's going to turn. He's going to fire it in. Loose. Newton picks up. He's barely body check. Laid out as Nuchuk was loading up. Loading up. Good defensive play.
Four people on him.
But he was laid out. I like the heavy play. If that's along the boards, it's probably loud and he probably calls it. It's open ice. Lays him out. It was definitely a body check. It was definitely a body check. He was loading up for a shot, hit by the shoulder. Textbook. They can take the clip. Use it to teach future referees. Johnny Gerberback plays this out to the point. Maurer's going to collect. He loads. He fires. It's worn by the Terriers, and now they're going to play. No hope. Pushing up the boards. It's kept in. Bar will collect this one. He'll try to go off the glass. Leaks it out in the neutral zone. Fazio's going to try to get this one as it caught the edges. They were in change. Spittle trying to win it back forward. Fazio collects and he loads. He fires. Kick the side. Possess that puck, boys. Possess it. It's played back ahead. Maurer will collect in the neutral zone. Uses big frame. He has to protect it. We're clear. Chip back forward. Challenge. Walking on Carr. Gets a stick on it. Ellie collects, scoops it. And they blow it dead. Good shift. Good opportunity. One of these times that bounce is going to go our way. And we're going to get through. So if you're just joining us, 3-1 left in this one. Or 10-17 left in this one. 3-1 in the third period. Lutrera jumps it. Pacelli unable to get out in the neutral zone. Roach bumps the player off the puck, but it's kept recovered by the Terriers. They turn, they fire. Fought off by Ellie. Roach will collect the bounce of puck that leaves to the head for Futrero. Gets it out in the neutral zone, but they're going to regroup, coming back on side with numbers. It's off sides. Roach serves the play. He's going to collect this one. He's got two to beat. It's past one. Gets forced out. He's got some help. Leaves it for Futrero. Futrero drags past. Trying to get on edge. Play back in. Bounce around. Pacelli loads. Fires. Fought off. Kept it at the point. But Nunez now skips over the stick and will go down. Shaner's going to get this one. This is a foot race. He'll take the good path to the puck. Use the big frame of his to fight off the checker and leave it around the wall. Pacelli's going to try to get there. He's beat by the Terriers. And now we bounce it around on that wall. Puck's bouncing around. Put it right back out the wall. It's kept in. Turned. Fired. It'll get out to the far wall here as it hit the end boards. Puchero trying to chip it under that center seam. Gets out in the neutral zone. Roach pokes it ahead. Puchero's got a step. Good stick by the Terriers, and now they're coming the other way. Roach lays someone out. They're going to let us get away with that body one. Shaner will collect it. Play it ahead, looking for Pacelli. It's picked off. Follow up, kept alive. Pacelli puts it back to Shane. Shane gains the line. Drags past. He's in all alone. Turns and fires. Fought off by the goaltender. We didn't get good wood on it. Baselli's digging at the net. Terriers will collect behind their own net, and they're going to come back out the other way. They're trying to flip that ice, and they find the guy leaking behind us. In all alone. Winton's back checking. It's turned, but they go top bunk on Ellie. 1-0. Amish clothesline. Hung out to dry. They go top bunk. They extend their lead to 4-1. 8:30. Hey, here we go. We need the puck. So we'll change it up here. Nuchuk, Sauer, Spittle, Winton, and Carr. Nuchuk chips it in the zone. Sauer will try to get after it. Bounce around, and Nuchuk's going to collect it. Plays ahead for Sauer. Sauer loads, tries to fire. Nuchuk will blow an edge. Will go into that end wall. It's kept in at the point by Winton. Second effort. They try to flip the ice. Carr's back there. He's got Sauer in back for Lucas collects it. He's going to gain the line. He's going to turn. He's going to fire it to the net. And hung on to by the Terrier goalkeeper. 8:03 left in this one. Terriers hanging on to a 4-1 lead. Let's go. Oh, we got to be hungry. Let's go. Let's compete, boys. Here we go. Spittle wins this to Anusiuk. Anusiuk will play it this. Winton will collect. He'll put it back into the corner. Spittle will get after it, force him back up the wall. Anusiuk collects. We'll put it up the wall to Winton. Winton will walk. Tries to drag. He's met by a poke check. And now they've got 2-on-1 coming the other way. Carr's back. Carr will play pass. We'll cheat at the end. They play it back a pass. Wide to Ellie. Anusiuk collects. He's got Sauer far side. He tries to get it out there on the stick to side. Fought off, and now they're coming the other way. They play it back across. Fought off by Anusiuk. Anusiuk chips it off the wall, gets it out in the neutral zone. They're going to collect. And chip this one forward. Mara will collect. Play it back up to Anusiuk. Anusiuk's going to collect it. Play it up the boards, and the Terriers jump it, and then they come back into the zone. Taken down into the corner. Met by Nunauer. Spittle gains it. He's going to skate this one. He plays to Fazio. Fazio's going to collect his own sides. And they fire it in. As they said, we entered off sides. I think it was our far winger. They have been half a step too early. I was watching puck. Here we go. Let's go. Let's go. We got Max Nasty. Nasty's, he wants it. Terriers try to jump the lane. They're met by Ethan Nunez. Nasty collects. He's on the forehand. He drives wide. He's tripped. Arm goes up. And we will go back to the Dunlops dude up. Finally get a power play. Let some go. So Roachy driving those legs down the wall. Come. So we got Fabio, Roachy, Gerberback, Winton, and Shane out on this power play. Brought to you today by Dunlop's Bar and Grill. Stop in. Roachy will try to win this one to Fazio. The Terriers will jump the lane. We'll try to push this one out. Bulldoze through. It's cut off by Roach. Kept active. Move that pile. Winton will now step in. Roach comes off the wall with a play across. Gerberback loads. He fires up off the glass. Fazio will collect. He'll go back to the point to Winton. Winton will push it down to Fazio. Fazio plays it back to Winton. Winton will go far side. Shana will collect. Plays it back out in front. Roachy collects. Sauces it out in front. Skips over Fazio's stick. Now the Terriers are going to go. Fazio is going to be on this horse. Gerberback's on the back check. Played across. Shana collects. He'll play it back forward. Gets out of the neutral zone. Terriers will try to go back up the center with it. It's collected by Shane. We got to get back on sides. You're good! Play it back to Winton. Go back far side. They hit Shane in the middle. And then we play it forward. We get stuck at the line, and now they're coming the other way. We'll try to flip it. It's fought off by Shaner. Terriers will collect. We'll push into the PHC line. Shaner will collect this one. We're trying to hit that neutral line, neutral zone with speed, but we play it out in front. It's collected by Shane at the red line. Shane will put it deep. Fazio will put the forecheck on. Play it back around. Gerberbeck collects, or tries to collect it. It's fast. Gets up the wall. Witten will collect this one. Moves back ahead looking for Fazio. Terriers were in a line change. They're going to collect this one. They kill that penalty off, so we're back to even strength. Roche will collect this one. He blows an edge, and now the Terriers are coming the other way. They're going to look to play it back across far post. They fire it in. They sold pass, then they load up and shoot. Ellie gets there, makes the save. Wasn't our best effort on the Dunlop stood up. So we'll get that energy up, as we'll be bringing you live action all season, or all weekend here in Boston. We're down 4-1, 4:55 left in this one. Carr will collect it. He'll put it up the wall looking for Pacelli. Pacelli puts it out in the neutral zone for Spittle. We have a 2-on-1 development. Spittle's going to gain the line. He gets to the dots. He tries to play it across. It's chipped aside. Carr's going to step to this one. He'll keep. It's gloved down by the Terriers, and now they're going to come the other way. Challenge! You got support! Carr will contain, force him to turn back up outside those dots. We'll play it to the point. We'll walk it back down. Walks in the poke check. It's fired in. Ellie fights it off. Trying to find the puck. Carr finds it. He puts it out to this for Pacelli. Pacelli will go off the glass. It's fought off. Kept in. And Carr tries to fight it off, but it gets past him. Spittle will be there and contain. They play it back across. Puncherero puts it into the corner. Play it back up the wall to the point. They play it back down the wall. Carr will hit and pin, looking for support. Spittle arrives. Puck's bouncing around. 2-on-2 battle ensues. Spittle hits and pins. Carr trying to find it. Comes out the other way with it. It's played back out in front. Ellis says, hey, I'm going to take the opportunity to cover this one up. So we can hit reset. 3:45 left in this. Junior Terriers hanging on to a 4-1 lead. Here we go. Let's get one here. Max Nasty taking the ice. Between Sour Patch Kid and Max I. Nooner and Shane on the back end. That gets out. That's kept at the point. It's fired in. Stick aside by Ethan Nunez. Collected by Anuccio. He plays it out into the center for Roach. Roach is going to flip that ice. Looking for Sour. Sour collects. Fires it in. Gets wide. Roach will collect it in the corner. We'll drag past one. Met by a second sweater. And then they collect it and try to chip it forward. Good keep by Nunez. Roach puts it deep. Anuccio trying to get there. He's looking for support as he's hitting pinned. Roach gets in. We're outnumbered by the red sweaters, and now they're moving the other way. We have numbers back, though. They'll gain the line. They'll set up shop down that side wall. They'll pull up. And then met by Ethan Nunez in the corner. Good stick. Roach over there. Leaves the head for Anuccio. Play back forward. Roach picks the line. He's going to flip that ahead to Sauer. Sauer's going to gain the line. We'll drive wide. Pulled up for a line change. The Terriers will collect. They'll play it back ahead. We'll play it back out in the neutral zone. Picked off and fired back in by Ethan Nunez. Spittle comes off the wall, but he's got Gerberbeck in the office. Slides across. Oh, stick the side. Unable to get good wood on it. Spittle trying to collect behind the net. Looking for support from Gerberbeck. Gerberbeck gets there. Spittle back to the forehand. He's fighting through one. Unable to fight through the second one. He's looking for that support again. And now we're going to get whistled dead. The dogs get called for the elbow. I didn't see it. Puck battle ensued, but I guess the elbow came up. So 2:21 left in this one. We're going to go back to the Dunlop's dude up. We got Fazio and Gerberbeck. We're waiting for Spittle to get there. Carr and Maurer. So we're man up here. Hey, use the time and space. Let's go. Spittle will tie up. We'll kick it. He's going to get past his defense. Out of the neutral zone. Maurer will collect it. Reverse up. We'll flip it to Fazio. Fazio's going to try to hit Spittle in the center seam. Spittle chips it in the corner. Gerberbeck gets on the horse. He's going to get there first. Play it back out for Spittle. Terriers collecting to come the other way. We're trying to set up that 1-3-1 here. The Terriers are containing. They're challenging the puck. So we got to understand what they're giving us. Fazio plays it back across, looking for Gerberbeck. It's chipped back in. Goaltender somehow squeezes those pads together, keeps it out of the back of the net. So 147 left in this one, 57 left on the power play opportunity. We'll have another offensive zone draw to the right of the Terriers' goalkeeper. Don't press down until we have the puck. So it's chipped to the sidewall. Terriers will collect. And chip it around. Gervek will collect this one. They're challenging us, so we have to outnumber them. So we'll walk it back to the point. Maurer will collect. We'll walk it back down the wall. Spittle will collect this one. Goes to the point. Maurer's there to collect it. Turns, he fires. Hits a body in front. Now we're coming the other way. Going to get back out there. Maurer will collect this one. Chip it forward. Gervek. Gervek's going to collect it. Try to gain the line. Fazio collects it. He leaves it back for Gervek. Gervek fights off one. He's met by a couple. He's body checked, and they got that one. So they'll get the late body check. 105 left in this one. We'll change the front line and the back line. 105 left. Why not go 6-on-3? 6-on-3? So we're going to go 5-on-3 here. A lot of time and space. See what it can generate. Let's play back to Winton. Winton will play it back down to Sully on that half wall. Go back to Winton. Winton's going to collect. Return will fire. Loved and saved. So 49 seconds left in this one. The Dogs get one back. So it's 5-on-4. So we go 5-on-4. Carr at the point. Carr will collect this one. We play it down the roach on the half wall. It skips over a stick, gets into the corner. We're going to play it back up. It's past Roachy. We'll chip it back forward for Puchero. Puchero's got a step. Met by some red jerseys. Coming on. Far side. Lays it ahead to Shane. Shane will chip past one, looking for Pacelli. Pacelli's trying to drag into that zone. Play it back across, looking for Roach. Stick to side. Pacelli fights it off. He's in all alone. He turns and fires. And then we get an interference call as he loaded and fired. It was fought off. Scoring opportunity. Whistle dead for the interference. Nasty. Not liking the call. I didn't like it either. But I'm a homer. I'm biased. 17.8 clicks left in this one. We'll play 4-on-4 hockey for the rest of this one. Spittle, Pacelli, Carr. Shane are out there. Defensive zone draw to the right in the Shaw. Pacelli will chip it forward, but it's kept and fired back in from the point. Rebound opportunities there. Ellie makes two huge saves. Hey, we need the puck. We need the puck. Hungry. Tie up. Everyone jump. Jump and bump. We'll get out to the point. Walk in. Spitter will fight this one off. Shaner will stick it aside. They'll come off the half wall. They'll try to play it back across. Carr challenges the turn. They fire it back in as the horn sounds. This one ends on the L side of the ledger. 4-1. Victory by the Terriers. So, hey, we'll be back. We're up here in Boston all weekend. 8 o'clock starts are never great. We'll be back 3:45 against the Vegas Knights. Enjoy your Friday. Cut out of work early and join us at 3:45 for our next broadcast. Thank you.